came across that second one with you actually facing. So I was like, oh, I got to get that to her too.
Thank you. What a wonderful weekend.
It was fun.
Ah.
You can't even believe you did it. It was like a whirlwind.
It was
like a whirlwind, man.
Yes. Yes.
What's going on?
Hi, Marianne.
Hey. Do you like my, well, I won't tell you what James calls them, but it's to help my eyes with the computer because I'm on the computer a lot. Well, hello, Mr. Corey and Jennifer and Chad and, oh, for goodness sakes, and Pamela and Doug Coe is on there and Peggy Gleason.
Yay.
Hey, everybody.
Widener. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so excited. And we're doing 2 Zooms tonight. So, you know, we're doing this one. Then we're going to do another one at 7 o'clock, and that's going to be along with Tammy. And that's going to be with Jeanette, who's going to be here. Hi, Todd, and Karen, and Jean Roach, Travis. Wow. All right, we got lots of people. All right, let's get this thing. Let me figure this out here. I just got to do a couple of things here. It was so good to see so many of you at
Convention.
At the convention. It was awesome.
Hey, Tammy. And Peggy and Dr. Corey. It's so good to hug everybody while we were there.
Yes, it was.
Oh, and there's
Miss Emily, our star from the Be the Change. She won that special award. What an honor to have her here today.
Yeah.
So proud of you, Miss Emily. School going well? Yeah, good.
All right, James is coming, and then we should. I think Tom's going to be here.
I'm here. Just give me a second to get a camera.
Okay.
So, crazy. I bought a new computer today, though.
Oh, good. Good, good. Oh, there's Denise. Sweet.
Hi, Denise and Adrian and James.
We have never had Corey Gold on this show. I am so nervous I can hardly be with it.
I know.
We'll be okay because we got our hair on fire.
Oh, nice. Oh, and there's Jeanette. She's with Denise. Sweet.
Jeanette, so nice to see you.
Too. We just did the grand tour in about 35 minutes.
All right. Okay.
Put another post out just to make sure. Everybody take this time while Tom gets set up to notify your teams to make sure that everybody has a chance to get here because we're going to do a great convention recap.
Marian's got her glasses.
People can be here to see it.
I know. So sorry.
No, you're good. You should wear them.
Thank you.
Have you noticed a difference?
Totally. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they sure don't look very good.
They don't look very good.
You don't say that, Tommy.
James said they're my birth control glasses.
Oh, that's
cool. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we mute everything and just get this show on the road and talk about what we're going to do.
All right. Now, hang on. Let me get you unmuted. There you go, Tommy Tom. You're good.
Okay, good. So here's the deal, everybody. This is welcome to the Zoom. This is going to be kind of a special edition. We're going to do a couple of things here. Number one, we're going to talk about the most important thing, which is the most important thing, which is the most important thing, which is interviewing 2, 3-way and 1 every day, documenting it, getting yourself into a place where you've got nothing but leads in your database. Therefore, you're not completely crazy when somebody moves slower or quits or doesn't do what you want them to do. But before that, I want to go to a lot of you and get your conventions insights. Kind of a cool day today. We have the beautiful Jeanette Anderson, who is the head of one of our wonderful verticals called Nature's Direct, based out of Australia. She has just joined the company with her company, and she's on a U.S. road trip. And so she's in Longmont tonight at our opportunity meeting. And I just love this woman, her drive. She's just all of it in a bag of chips. So let's lead off with her, get her optic on network marketing as a whole, her experience, what she thinks about her strategic alliance with Youngevity, and let's take it from there. So how you doing, Jeanette?
I'm really well, thanks, Tom. Good to see everybody on the call as well. And my hero is Corey Gold. I'm glad to see him.
Oh, he's amazing. He is an amazing, amazing man. And I'm so used to that background, but I've never seen a more beautiful woman on screen in my life.
I hope you're not listening to this.
So we just took you on a whirlwind tour of Longmont, through our house, through our new house, through the training center. What do you think so far of colorful Colorado?
Oh, look, it's fantastic. I love Colorado. In fact, the very first time I went overseas, I came to Denver and went to the Arapahoe Basin to go skiing. That was in 1980. So that's how long ago it was I was here. So it has lots of fond memories, and certainly Denver also has memories of launching a company once before in this area. So it's been all these things coming at me, but I'm really glad to be part of this company and part of this family. It's just, you've all made me so very welcome through Facebook and through the events on the weekend, and it's just mind-blowing. It's just fantastic. So I can't believe a lot of our team have said that Youngevity is like Nature Direct on steroids, because we have this family culture, which we're very proud of. But now we're with Youngevity, and it's like there's thousands of you, and you're all on steroids because you're all this big part of our big community, and we just love every bit of it.
Well, we're happy to have you. Talk to me about the convention. Give me, as a huge earner in network marketing, many years experience in network marketing, many years as a corporate owner in network marketing. Thank you, Doug Cope, for that little baby of yours. I am so happy to see that. And let me ask you this. What did you think of the convention from all of those different eyes that you've got?
I love that it actually has fantastic choices for people. One of the things that's great about were the 80-odd breakout rooms and breakout sessions that we actually got to attend. Our team were able to choose which ones they went to. It was like this buzz of learning and fun. There was energy and action around every corner. Great leadership training, great product training, great company culture. I think probably one of my favourite ones. I love listening to Corey Gold, and I've been dying to get in front of him. Luis Ariazo, I mean, how motivational and how inspirational is that guy? So I didn't get to many of the breakout sessions, but the ones I did, I know my team went to 8, 10, 12, 14 of them. So they were just overwhelmed by the amount of choice that they had. So it was fantastic. And every corner I turned around, I met somebody I hadn't met before. So the pure energy of that place, the action focus in the place of everybody there, everybody wanting to help each other. I've never really quite experienced anything like that before of all my years in network marketing, direct selling. Never. It's very special.
That is super cool. We'll bring Denise over here in a second, get her into that conversation with us when she's going to. So whenever you're ready, Denise, go in. You can do it now, or you can do it after you're ready. But I just want to get, like, Corey Gold's on here. It is such an honor to have him, such an amazing man. And he came out as close to butt naked as a person could be at the convention. And people went crazy. I mean, they were choosing. They've never seen a more manly looking man, completely unreserved and comfortable in his own skin. And Corey, I can't thank you enough. Everything was on point. It was phenomenal. But not only there, but during your breakout sessions, everything you did was over the top. You are funny. You are challenging. You and I had 2 different tiffs from the stage, one about phonics, one about words, and the second one was about, I said, I don't care what people think of me. And you should have seen Corey, man. He jumped me in the middle of the place and took me to the woodshed. It was unbelievably great. I was trying to prove a point, and he certainly proved one because he's that kind of leader. He is like Mike Battistelli without the trombone. So take it away. Tell us a story. What do you got, Corey Gold? What did you think?
Oh, well, I didn't know I was going to be talking. I was just here to learn. I had a great time, and one of my favorite times is playing with you, because it is playing as far as I'm concerned. We're having a fun time together, and that's one of the things that people talk about Youngevity. The conventions have a different feel because the people are real, and the people are approachable, and the people have fun with one another, and it is a very embracing community. And there is not that upline, downline, crossline structures that some companies have that really make them very stilted, and you feel like, you know, you're not part of the collective. You're part of your own team, but not part of everything. I had a great time, and I've been to a lot of conventions. I think I was Youngevity's best convention. I learned a lot, and I sat in every single session into a breakout to have a chance to hear my great friends who work so hard to put great presentations together. Everyone worked really hard to give content that had value and meaning to people. And overall, I leave with a feeling that I love Youngevity more than I did when I walked in. And that's super important, because I can't sell something or share something with somebody that I don't really believe in. I'm not an actor, so I can't do that. So I walk away feeling more so that if I introduce somebody to Youngevity, they're going to like being part of Youngevity. And if I introduce somebody to Youngevity products, they're going to get value out of Youngevity products. So my belief level went way up. My fun level went way up. I want to go next year to convention again. And it was fun jogging with Steve Wallach, who I will say is not a natural jogger. So that was fun as well. A little quick note, Joyce Cordell is having surgery next week, and she's such a trooper. She had really big injuries. She tripped. She just tripped. It was not something like something bad happened. She fell. Could happen to anybody. And Youngevity has stepped up, and they are taking the out-of-pocket expenses that she'd have to pay for her medical bills and covering them for her, which is a 5-figure expense, and they don't have to do it, and they're doing it anyway because that's kind of how Youngevity rolls. She was a part of our race, and she tumbled at the end, and she hurt herself badly, needs surgery, and Youngevity stepped right up there without a minute's hesitation to take care of her. And that's a big deal to me, because that's a lot about who we are.
Wow, that is super, super cool. And Corey, what you and I talked about today, let's just go to that right now. I wasn't going to pick this scab, but let's pick it. Corey and I talked today about leaving convention inspired but dazed and confused. And we don't want you leaving the convention inspired, dazed, and confused. Here's what you are. You are network marketers. And network marketers need a track to run on. And we choose to use 90 for Life as the center of the flower, and you can bring anything in it with you that you want. If it's CBD, so be it. If it's David Allen Capital Services, so be it. If it's the True to Life product, so be it. But start them with a mega CEO pack. And I was thinking about this, and in a mega CEO pack, it pays $190 coding. It pays $100 quick start. And then it pays a couple of more things, or $75 quick start, whatever it is. But it pays literally $300 back right at that to anybody in commissions for that $500 purchase. Right, Corey?
Yeah, you have that right now.
Okay, you guys, if you get your people started right with mega CEO packs, they get over $500 worth of product, and $300 of that CEO pack gets paid back to the field in commissions. If you buy one of those cornball $200 packs, you get paid fast start on it, and it's 200 times $30. That's $60 on 200, or 300 on 500. Choose. So I want you to think from where I'm speaking is if you can start people at a mega CEO pack, and if they can do it and they're building a business, it's unbelievable for them because they're getting over $500 worth of product. It's unbelievable for us because we're getting over $300 of that $500 back in product. And the only people it's bad for is probably Youngevity. But you know what? So what? you're building people in, you're bringing them in, you're bringing them in hard, and your business is to pay you, and your business is to pay yourself. And the higher you rank on those codes, the more of that money you're going to get. But I am telling each and every one of you on this call that if you use this thinking that Corey's got, and he's going to speak to it, of interview in 2, 3-way in 1, get people into the funnel however you can, use the center of the flower as the 90 for life going in, and then letting one of the petals be whatever you're passionate about, probably pollen burst, because that's what Corey is and loves. All of a sudden, you've got a system and this thing's going down the road. Right, Corey?
Well, first off, some people don't get the center of the flower thing because that was something that we know from 5 or 6 years ago. In other words, that's like the starting point of longevity, and everything else is additional wonderful things that you want to add to your life. And I can't think of a division of longevity that I don't have things in my house from. Every single one. I was just ordering the new apple slice vinaigrette and fig vinaigrette stuff they have because I want it. But to me, where I get most passionate and where I think people's attention comes is the 90 essential nutrients in Dr. Wallach's story. When it comes to the when it comes to the CEO Mega Pack, you know, I did a whole presentation on about how I call it, what is it? It's a magic box. Why is it a magic box? Because a lot of you go like, well, there's this box for $4.99, but I've never seen anyone buy it. It's like the Loch Ness Monster, but if you really want it, I'll go find out how to get it for you. And of course, no one's getting it from you. And if you go to other groups, they're like, this is the best box in the world. Oh my God, there are 2 Healthy Start Packs in there. And the person next to them will go, there's 2 Healthy Start Packs in there. I can't believe they put 2 Healthy Start Packs in there. That's worth $1 million. And they're like, there's a pollen burst in there. A pollen burst. Oh my God, they added pollen burst, selenium. This just gets better. And they go to magic box because what do you need to fix? I need better health. Boom, there you go. It's a pathway to better health. What about a better financial health? That's the starting point for better economic opportunity. It's magic because it really does help you on a lot of different levels. But they're enthusiastic about it. And I can tell you, if you go into a Dr. Lewis meeting and you notice they had a lot of people succeeding across stage, when they talk about when they talk about the box, they tell you what's in it. It's like, you would think they're giving away like gold bars and gold tickets to the Wonka factory. Because when they say, and there's pollen bursts, people go, pollen, oh my God. I mean, it's like they're pulling their hair out when they say that. And there's selenium. They go crazy for the ingredients. They go crazy for the products. So the person going and buying it goes, I got to get one of those. These people really think what's in the box has value. And guess what? They think
it does.
Has value because it does. They also understand that for them to get the economic outcome they want, that's also where they go. So it's a different philosophy of saying, I don't know if you want to start this way, and I'm not sure if you want to buy $4.99, and I'm not sure. They're like, this is the best way to go. You need these products. They are phenomenal. You need this economic opportunity. It's sensational. This is the way to start. This is your starting point. It's a magic box. Here's what we're going to get you to go. And they don't tell them about 400 different magic boxes. Would you like this one? Or they say in that group, they start with the detox one. If you go into the group in Texas, they're starting with the Z-Radical one. They picked one that they think is the starting point for their team. And they share that one from stage with passion. And it's not like anybody in the group is saying the opposite. It's not like some of the audience is saying, that's not how I do it. They're all doing the exact same thing. So there's uniformity. And if you walk anywhere in the room, the people are saying the exact same things, but they believe in what the products in that box are. You should have seen those people watching Dr. Wallach's message on that movie on Wednesday. They were crying. They were so moved with passion. It's not hard for them to sell what's in that box because to them, that's Dr. Wallach's message. So yeah.
That is unbelievably cool. And you are 100% right. We are network marketers. And we are old school meets new school. There is nobody on earth that is going to sign up with a click, stay in a company with a click, and do anything with a click. Like people try.
You
guys are.
Oh, sorry.
I heard it. My daughter's calling me like crazy. She'll call back again soon. But here's the deal. Adrienne, text her and tell her I'm on a conference call, and I'll call her back, will you? But at the end of the day, every one of you, we want to give you marching orders out of convention. And we know that a confused mind does nothing. So what Corey just laid out, what I just laid out, is what we need to do coming out of this thing for your hair to catch fire. And we want you to present in this thing that way. It starts with 90 for life. It's the center of the flower, like a big daffodil with petals. And it's a mega CEO pack. And if they can't afford a mega CEO pack, of course they can step down to the $200 pack. Yes, ma'am. Okay. It's all right. They can hear me. And at the end of the day, then they go from there down to 25 bucks. If they can't, they can still come in at that point, or they can come as a customer. But in 65 days and a wake up, you are in a position where your job is to drop them off right where they want to be. But don't rip somebody off by you thinking $500 is a lot of money, because I'm telling you, it's the deal of the century. And what they get out in that, what they get in that box is the deal of the century. And all you have to do is believe that, and they're going to believe it. And what Corey just said about creating that excitement is exactly, I'm alive again, I think, is exactly what you need to do. And if you do that, you win the day. And every one of us across the United States are doing the same thing. The ambassadors got together, and we have collaborated with Alex Tice and the corporate people to build an unbelievable presentation for you that is going to give you the ability to have that presentation where it's coming out of your mouth, it's coming up on a screen behind you, you can do it on a napkin, and you can build your business the right way. Whereby, at the end of the day, I hope you're building 9 circles out, meaning 9 legs, and you become a 5-star the hard way, the right way, by doing it with integrity, not throwing it against the wall and hoping something sticks. Because that's the way David Rutz trains it. That's the way a Rhonda Anderson trains it. That's the way a Mike Battistelli trains it. That's the way all the veterans of network marketing that are among us, Pamela Schwartz trains it. That's the way Rock Rice built it to a $50,000 a month income over at Amway. Every one of us can do this thing, but we've got to get on the same page. And leaving convention paralyzed because the Dr. Wallach movie is not going to be ready till November 1st is not how we wanted you to leave. We want you leaving with your hair on fire, stepping up to the plate, and doing the same presentation that Fardulis is doing, the same presentation that Gold is doing, the same presentation that Rutz is doing. And that all starts tonight on Zoom when Scott and I and Lorene Williamson and all these, and obviously Jeanette Anderson, all these people are going to be in my training center, and we're going to Zoom it out to you, and we're going to show you what we're talking about using the center of the flower as 90 for life, and then bringing it right to them through a CEO pack and dropping them off where they want to be. It's going to blow your mind at the power of the comp plan. It's going to blow your mind at the vision and the vitality of longevity. And when the CBD is ready, when it's absolutely ready to be ordered and going out the door, that's when you add that petal of the flower to the center of the flower. And that's all we do is go boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And you get to pick your passion, just like they're talking about with the OmniDirect and the Betterment. But the fact of the matter is, we've got to get in the door the same way, and getting in that door is the center of that daffodil. Right, Corey Gold? I hope he's unmuted.
I'm muted here. Okay. Yes, absolutely. And having that uniform presentation is a big deal. And I know everybody's not going to do it. I'm okay with that. But I want there to be something that the average person can say, what is the bulk of people doing? What is the core of longevity doing? And I know that some people are going to lead with other things, and I'm not trying to stop you from doing that. But most people want to just give me one example of what I can do to win. What's one thing that I can do that's reproducible, that seems to fit with the core values of this company, so that I'm congruent with what's going on with everybody else? And that's what Tom's talking about. I can tell you that a lot of thought process has gone into this presentation so that anyone can use it, anyone can say it, and it's going to be awesome. That's what we need. We need to have all these people who are excited and fired up to have something to say in a format that they can do, and the next person next to them can do it, and it can be repassed on across the world. And I give a lot of credit to Tom and Denise for spearheading that. That was a big deal. And I'm excited about it. That's why I got on this conference call to hear about that and to see how they do tonight, because I'm 100% behind what they're doing. It's awesome. That's why they're in the Hall of Fame, because they don't wait for anybody else. They do it themselves.
Unmute Battistelli, because I want agreement from him. Here's why I'm doing this, you guys. All you have to do is look at the board. Look at what Luis Arias is doing, this. Look what Scott Fardulis is doing, this. Look what Mike Battistelli is doing, it's this. Look what all of these people are doing, it's this. Look what Pamela Schwartz is doing, it's this. So if this is what's working for them, it only is logical this is what's working for you. And if we can get everybody in the same lane, and it's hard work. I mean, one-on-one presentations, and I hear all the time the future of network marketing, and this is such bullshit. I hear this all the time. The future of network marketing is getting away from human beings talking to human beings, and it's all hip, slick, and cool web stuff. I promise you that it's great to have the hip, slick, and cool web stuff to get people into the funnel where the human beings take over. But make no mistake, you looking in the eye with people, you having relationships with people, you doing 65 days in a wake up, you entering them in the contact mapping app, you using Youngevity Go-To or Youngevity, go number 2, Youngevity number 2, whatever it is, go number 2. You use, I can't get it out of my mouth right because.
Go number 2. Except it's just a 2. It's not like number 2.
I did not do that. I did not do that. And I'm so sorry. It just came off my mouth because I was trying to get it in my head. But that app, if you guys haven't downloaded that app, if you haven't downloaded that Youngevity app, you are missing it. And somebody hold that up on their camera, Marianne or probably Pamela, because people can see Pamela. Put that app up so people can see exactly what to download in the back office, because this thing rips. I used it today. There it is. It absolutely is all of it in a bag of chips. Pick that. There you go. Pick that and make that your focus. You want that app. You can't believe what it does. It's already killing it, and it's going to really kill it. So download that no matter what. I promise you. It will work. Let me see some comments. Oh, Brisky's here. That's exciting. Pump up the enthusiasm. People want to be told what to do. Yeah, you want to follow. Very, very cool. Human to human. Hi, Dave Brisky. How are you, buddy? I forgot Battistelli. Keep Battistelli unmuted. Battistelli. We'll go to Dave Brisky next. How are you, buddy?
I'm fine. Tommy, you're a hot mess, and that's why we love you so stinking much. And because, hell, if you could do this business, we can all do this business, right? But
amen.
Listen, this is a company that is doing so many things right. Look, there's always a new shiny object you can squirrel over to, and they pop up like mushrooms on a spring morning in the backyard. But you're spot on. And one of the things that is our biggest blessing in Youngevity is also probably our biggest challenge. We have so much. We have so many vertical markets. We have so many opportunities. We have so many options, so many tributaries to travel down. Anything that can make our effort to give exposure to who we are, what we do, make it easier. And this app does that. You can customize it. You can decide what to send to whom. You can see when it's being opened. And I can't wait to experience this new a business presentation that we're going to see tonight. Because, look, it doesn't have to be high tech. It doesn't have to cover every jot and tittle of our company. You'd spend 3 days trying to expose a new person to everything that we do. That's the difficult part of having a company that has such breadth and depth. In the long term, when we unlock the key to, in a very consistent and very copyable and duplicable fashion, being able to share who we are and what we do, this is a company that won't be stopped. 21 years old and growing. The corporate spends a lot of resources, a lot of time, a lot of human resources, a lot of money putting on a convention that we just all returned from. And folks, you heard it from Jeanette. I mean, her people experienced as many of the breakouts as they possibly could. It's impossible to go to see every single one. But when you go knee to knee, belly to belly, and you kick the tires and smell the upholstery, and you get a feeling, you get a sense of the people, because this company is not the products. This company is not the website. It's not it's not the operational aspects. It's the people. And when we were first considering our company being a brand partner, a family member of Youngevity, 4 or 5 or 6 of us flew out and we attended a Youngevity national conference. It was in April of that year. We didn't sign our contract until May, but it clinched it. It was for us what we knew when we had experienced it. Just like Jeanette said, we knew that these were people that didn't have 3 eyes and horns coming out of their head and breathing fire. These are real people just like us, concerned and dedicated to the very same principles that we are. And that's one of the biggest strengths of this company. Are we a perfect company? No, we don't have a lock on that. There isn't a company in the industry that can say that they're perfect. We're going to step on our toe from time to time, but this is a company that's making so many right decisions. We're headed in the right direction. We've got the resources lined up, and once we get our rhythm, we're going to be hitting doubles and triples and home runs on a consistent basis. And you definitely want to be part of this. And you definitely want to bring 2, 3, 4, 8, 10 people who did not come to San Diego this year. You need to bring them to San Diego next year, because they're going to go home with something that's intangible. There's no matter what we say or do or try to convey what we experience when we have our family reunion. I mean, quite literally, 38 years ago, my wife Kate and I got involved in this industry. We've been to countless conventions, and for many companies, it's simply a warm bath. You know, you get all excited. It's hoopla, it's hats and horns, it's color, it's music, it's confetti, but and people go home excited for about 10 minutes, and when the bath warms down, it cools down, the warm bath is over. Our experience that we just had in San Diego with the 5K race, it bound our hearts together in unity for a common cause. The content, the substance of what we shared with one another during those 3-4 days is the substance of this business. And it is so much more than a simple warm bath. So I can't tell people to go out and buy 10 tickets, spend $1,500, but buy an extra ticket or 2, because if you've got confidence in this company and what your ability is to convey who and what we are to somebody new, you can surely find 1 or 2 or more new people who didn't come to convention, who may not even be in your organization yet, who will accompany you next time. I always buy an extra ticket or 2, and then I'm always scrambling to find several others, because between now and next convention in San Diego, your organizations will grow, provided you don't go to sleep and lie down under a rock somewhere. This is a company on the move. Don't be left in the station. Hop on the train, do your part, and the company's doing theirs. So I would encourage you to be the example for the folks that are following you. So I so appreciate this company, and I look forward to tonight, and I look forward to seeing the work of the hands of some very incredibly talented folks. And Tommy, thanks for doing this. I mean, I appreciate, we do a number of these every single week, and I tap in, not to speak by any stretch. I tap in to learn, just like Corey said. So appreciate you, buddy.
Okay, so before I bring Dave Brisky on, because I'm going to make him validate what I'm going to tell you guys right now. Eric, and this is 65 days in a wake up. I mean, I live in there. You guys know that. As you go in tonight, I will have posted Corey's speech in his swimming suit. I will have a bunch, so because there's somebody that videoed those, and I'm going to put them in that private page. So you guys are going to get to watch those tonight if you want to. So if you didn't go to the convention, or you did go to the convention and it inspired you so much you want to watch it again, I'm going to throw those things up. And I'm saying that in front of Dave Brisky in case he wants to tell me publicly. I can't, because they want to do some whiz-bang thing with it before that, which I would respect. But if I have the green light in a minute here, I am going to put those up because I've got them and I know where they are and I can have them up by the end of the night. But I Lorene Williamson's on here. She's one of my leader legs. Lorene Williamson will have a free ticket from Tom Chenault for convention because she runs a leg for me. Lance Gordon runs a leg for me. Those people that run those 9 legs, I bought 1 ticket for myself and 9 tickets for my leaders. And I'm a 5-star. What I want you to remember is that you want to be a 5-star, and what you want to do is start thinking like a 5-star. You've got 12 months to be it. And one of the great pieces of bait that you can use is you make 5-star, I'm buying you a ticket to convention, and they're going to say, holy cow, how much is that worth? And you're going to say, they're selling for $300. They don't know you paid $150. So Lorene, I hate to break it to you, that ticket that I just bought you was only $150. But at the same time, I love you with all of my heart. You're like a mother to me, and the greatest woman in the world. And thank you very much for being you. And I want you to go buy the same, if you go, and Mike just said, I don't want people paying $1,500 for I do. I'm not afraid of that conversation with you because I believe that for every person you bring to convention, it's going to be worth a lot of money to you for the course of your career in network marketing. So I am really, really, really convicted to the fact that the convention is money well spent by you. And that is so simple. So Jennifer Bishop, make sure after we talk to Dave Brisky, we talk to Jennifer Bishop. She's going to be on America's Got Talent. And Dave's been on America Has Got Talent before. The guy can sing and dance. How are you, Dave?
I am fantastic. I just came back from my voice lessons and got so much compliments from karaoke. I understand it was actually a highlight for many of you, and so thank you for being there. It's fantastic for me.
Unbelievable. Welcome, and thank you for coming into this call. We appreciate it. And congratulations on a tremendously successful convention. And what this call is for, and the reason I was pressing you earlier today, was I really wanted to give these guys marching orders coming out of the convention where they are walking in, they're using the flower, they're building the CEO pack conversation, they're dropping people off right where they want to be so the customers are the customers, and it's all the same conversation. But I just basically wanted to thank you, number one, but I also want to say we need that PowerPoint. So keep moving on that if you can. I ask you for who I'm supposed to really, really get to for it. But these are network marketers that want to build these businesses in one-on-one meetings, in phone calls, on 3-way calls, and we need that presentation. So if you can really, really put the rubber to the road on that so we don't lose our momentum. We're already kind of slowed down by the fact that the movie is going to be 2 months before we actually have it in hand. And that's one thing that we're all going to look forward with anticipation. But we need to be able to leave this thing. We are on the launching pad and we want to launch. So the more you can do to help us, the better, sir.
Well, I promise that is a top priority. It's been a priority to have lunch with Alex and review it. Him and I have gone over some of the critical points. I appreciate all the ambassadors that have been involved, and many, many leaders that aren't ambassador yet have given inputs. We're trying to develop a tool that will work for everybody, and we'll definitely get that done, and it is a top priority.
And one thing I would say to that is following people that have already done it is the best input to do. The people that have done it. What happens when it happens?
I think you know who the main culprits were in terms of input, and I don't think there's anyone that provided input that isn't having success, and that's the key. We don't need to.
Okay, so I don't know. So if I can get that list of who you're talking about, I would certainly and completely appreciate that. So having that said, what's the next convention's over. Congratulations on this one. Have you sold a lot of tickets? How is our sales going as far as registrations toward the next one? And we're going through Wednesday, right?
Amping up in a big, big way. I'll tell it to all the leaders on this call. I'm not trying to slow anything down. We'll do a big announcement on Thursday. But given there was some challenges for people to get registered, registration went so smooth this year. It's because we use that app for registration, and everyone really liked that. I mean, as you know, you don't want to go into an event and your first experience is crap. You can't get registered. You're in a 4-hour line. I mean, you just want to blow your head off. So obviously we had some really strong improvements there, and that was a good thing. There was also, however, some challenges in getting the apps to work the way we wanted to in registration. So what we're going to do, Tom, is extend the registration period and get people really excited about using the app. The app is working now. I saw I'm getting push notifications pretty frequently, but we'll probably extend that Friday, maybe even through Sunday, to give everyone a chance to get their teams to convention. It's building, but we've got to get the word out there and make sure that we get everyone that wants the best deal that there is ever, that they buy it right now. And that is that $150 ticket. So your idea of giving them, if that's what you want to do with them. And you can buy them under your own email, and through this app, you flipping that ticket to Lorene is going to be a very simple thing. And as you know, that has been a very convoluted mess in the last 20 years prior to this. So that's dialed in, and I don't know if it's going to be Friday or Sunday. My vote is Sunday. I'd like to just extend it really through so everyone will have a full week following convention, get their teams into the next event. This event had a different flavor. We always get, when we walk out when you're an executive for the company, it's so hard. Not so much on me, because I have a relationship with the ambassadors, and they feel free to tell me what it is, which they should. But sometimes coming out of convention, we'll hear how great something was, and then as the dust settles, we hear what really wasn't so great, or wasn't this. Coming out of this convention felt a lot different. It wasn't just the lip service scenario. People really got a lot out of this convention. I feel like we crossed over into community building. We crossed over into content. It was very efficiently run. We got more compliments on the recognition side of things. I think people felt like it was something you could sit through and feel good about. And so, I'm sure there's going to be plenty to learn. One of the things I would encourage you to do, and I know anyone that spoke to me and told me something good or something not so good, I encourage you to fill out the Survey Monkey, please, please, please. When that survey comes out about convention, you will notice a lot of changes in this convention versus the last convention. The reason is we're listening to you. We care about what you think. And so please encourage your teams to do that so that we can deliver an event that appeals to as many people as we possibly can. That's the goal. That is the absolute goal.
Perfect. And the app, Dave, there's two more questions I'm going to ask you about the app. And the next one is the CBD and when it's going to be ready to be ordered. So get ready for those two questions. Talk to us about the app. The app doesn't cost any money. It is fantastic. It is everything that we want it to be. It makes you a tremendous tour guide and talent scout, because you can aim exactly at what people want and send them that link or a text or something through Facebook. It's phenomenal, right?
The app's going to be the place where we're going to send everyone. So we finally have a place where everyone begins, and the beginning stuff is going to all be there. The training is going to all be there. So we'll finally have a situation where everyone in Youngevity, every leader, whether ambassador or mid-level or one-star, whoever they bring in, that we're all going to be doing the same thing, and that's getting them to download that app. Promotions will begin on that app each month. The trainings live on that app. The podcasts, which are unbelievable, by the way, thanks everyone so far that's contributed, where you can download in your car, audio, listen to on a plane, all types of training, all types of tools. Obviously, the ability to see, share information, share video via Facebook, it all lives there. So I just think it's going to be a very, very nice way for people to get started into Youngevity in a professional way. And if you don't think the app is any good, I have to believe you haven't dug into it. And there are 2 tutorials on the app that you can watch, that if you're a little gun shy for these types of things, just go listen to the tutorials, and I'd be shocked if you couldn't make that app improve your business.
Okay, good. And the CBD, you've got it in the warehouse. Is it going to be ready to go pretty quick as far as being able to buy it? I heard some people got told it's on hold for a couple of days or something like that. What's going on with that?
Well, we wanted to do a pre-sale at the event, and we did that pre-sale to see how it would go. It was a little bit mind-boggling, frankly, in a very, very good way. People jumped on CBD in a very, very big way. So one of the things we wanted to do is make sure that we have a transactional CBD only site, because there's still some issues with CBD oil in terms of confusion out there. not necessarily with us. If you get on the website that we've built already, you'll see that we're very crystal clear that this is a non-THC, non-cannabis, if you will, there's no psychotropic effect on any of the products that we produce. And frankly, we had a huge sellout of product at the convention, which frankly is probably the most we've ever sold at a convention of an item was the CBD item. So obviously it aroused some excitement. So we're going to get that website up transactional and make sure we tie a separate merchant account. So that's what's going on, Tom. We're putting a separate merchant account on that particular product line, because what we don't want to do is potentially dismantle some of these merchants that are out there, believe it or not, anti-CBD, because they think you're in the cannabis world, or you're peddling pot, frankly. And it's further from the truth. So we have to make sure that we've got that dialed in, and we're working on that right now to set up those separate merchant accounts. And we'll probably announce a pre-launch where you can go and register on the site your name, and probably by the end of September, just open the floodgates and just buy bunches of product.
Okay, so we
I don't know when. I don't know what happened. Go ahead.
I got frozen.
Yeah,
so we might be on hold for the next 30 days as far as actual sales, collecting money, and shipping the CBD.
Correct.
Okay,
I actually got told that we can put ourselves on a list. That's what they had me do when I called into Youngevity earlier.
Yeah, that's what you just said. Yeah, so that list isn't sending you product. That list is going to contact you when it's ready. But again, so here's the deal. And there is a big, big, big cliche that is so important here. Sell what you can see, don't see what you can sell. So in other words, even though the CBD is coming and the websites to buy it are going to be ready to go, it's also like the movie, a few weeks out. And your paycheck and your mortgage isn't a few weeks out, it's right now. So start setting it up with bringing people in with a mega CEO pack, getting them on 90 for life, with the anticipation of being on the list that the CBD is coming. But whatever you do, don't stop, paralyze your business waiting for this to happen. You want to keep moving right now. And that's kind of why it was so, and thank you, Dave Brisky. Thank you for being straight about the dates. So no one here is confused, and every one of you need to tell your teams. And I'm going to call Lance Gordon. I don't see him on here. I'm going to call John Fogg. Anybody with big organizations, I'm going to get that word out to them, because we need people to know that if you're out there selling nothing but CBD and you're not going to have it for a month, we're dead. So
exactly. And there's people out there that are going to want to join an organization that has CBD. And if you can't convince them on anything else, I think I'd still get them signed up, because the message here at Youngevity is you want your CBD really to work, you better be on 90 for life first. That's the core nutrition company. Okay. So even though, Sunshine's was part of the beta of CBD because of rheumatoid arthritis. And let me tell you, she had a stupid doctor that made her get off of her 90, and she saw the fall off even on her CBD. And she said, screw it, doctor, got back. Ended up having the results of her CBD. So it's kind of funny. She's met a lot of people that, I tried CBD. It really doesn't work. And we always tell them, you know what, make sure your body's ready in optimum shape. And 90 for life is it's just got to be the lead sled dog, because you need your core nutrition if you want your stuff to really work well. I would definitely, I'm going to put this out in a PR as well, Tom. But, we had a pretty much a sellout of what I would call the pre-product at convention that we brought. You could see it. We just ran out of it. That was a good problem to have. The merchant account is approved by, so there, the product is all approved. Obviously, we wanted to make sure belief level was there. So there isn't anybody that's been to convention that doesn't know that we actually have a fully developed product line and a website that explains what it is. And we'll put that out. And then as soon as the merchant account is tied to the place where you can get CBD, we just want to make sure that we never put the company in jeopardy by mixing that product that still has confusion. I believe in a year from now, that confusion, you'll never hear that again. But today, there's still people confused on the difference between hemp-based CBD oil and what cannabis is. They think it's the same thing. And so we've got to be careful and make sure we do things right. And it's good advice. Go out there, bring people in. We've got the mega pack to bring them in. If they're interested in a company that's going to be doing CBD, they've landed at the right place at Youngevity, products fully developed and more products on the way. We will make sure that, you know, you're stable and your company is not going to get in trouble when it's successful. We've already seen network marketing companies shut down in the CBD space. So you can't be sloppy about this stuff.
And they're taking the high road, which I love, I love, I love. Thank you. Okay, so everybody, what he said was don't be afraid to sign or enroll people. Don't be afraid to put them on the list. Especially don't be afraid to get them started on the minerals and the vitamins so that the CBD works better, and have it look in conversation like it was an orchestrated plan. So have that come out of your mouth just like that. It will work. People won't be allergic to it. That will have them feel like they're on the front edge of getting the new product when it's ready to go, and it'll be ready to go before you know it. All of that sounds logical to me. So James, do I have, yeah, so that's good. So I do have that on affirmative. So they're posting all that stuff now. Thanks, Dave. Jennifer Bishop, who the heck are you? Can you unmute this woman? We got her? Jennifer?
Yes.
Okay, get some light on your face because I have a feeling you're going to tell us a story. So who the heck are you?
My name is Jennifer Bishop. I was living in Moore, Oklahoma. Sorry for the lighting. It really sucks where I'm at.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm from Oklahoma. I was living in Moore, Oklahoma. I just got evicted from my apartment, but it's not stopping me from living my true dream, which is music. I've been singing since I was 6 years old. So it's been a passion of mine for quite some time. And I figured it was about time that I get out of my comfort zone and get out on a stage.
So you applied for America's Got Talent and they accepted you and you're going to be on TV?
Yes, sir, that's correct. I'll be on November 15th.
And you're going to have your Youngevity baseball hat and your pin and your t-shirt and your tattoos and everything ready to go.
I'm going to be endorsing Youngevity for sure. Because I've tried their products and I'm not currently taking their products right now because I'm kind of struggling right now. Just a minute to see if I can get better lighting in here. You're struggling with what? Being able to afford it, or struggling with what? I'm struggling with my rent, or my rent is what I was struggling with, and I got evicted. I would have had the rent money, but the money didn't show up fast enough for the apartment complex, so they kicked me out. How's that? Okay, so you look beautiful. Good. So what we've got to do is you should call me. I'm going to put my phone number on the wall, and I'm going to help you get your life and your money under control if I can. So you aren't having that in your space while you're trying to be on America's Got Talent. But I'm currently living with my boyfriend and helping him with his house, but I don't need to stay here. I need to get my own place again. Good. Well, we're behind you 1,000%. Congratulations on that. We need all the publicity, the good publicity we can get, and we love you, Jennifer. So thank you and congratulations on busting through, and good luck to you, and make sure you keep us posted. And somebody stick my phone number up there, or send her a private message with my phone number. I think I have your number in my cell phone because I talked to you once before. Beautiful. That shows my phenomenal photographic memory. So I probably have you contact mapped for that reason then, and all I have to do is look you up and I'll give you a call. All right. Who's got anything? We've only got 8 minutes left. Nature's Direct, if Dave Brisky's still here, which I don't know if he is. Do you guys know? 720-840-7222. Any answer on the Nature's Direct product? Somebody, what's his name? Is Dave still here? Or we lose him?
I don't see him.
I think he's left.
Okay,
but
so
I'll get you the answer maybe.
Do you have it?
Okay.
There you go.
Hi. We took an enormous amount of pre-orders over the weekend as well. And I'm going over to doing an event tonight talking about Nature Direct, and also going off to Columbus, Mississippi and doing 4 events there, and then Houston. So I've been told by Jason after the Labor Day weekend, probably around the 15th is when they'll start shipping.
Okay, 15th of September?
Yep, 15th September.
Okay. That's just around the corner, kids. And here's the deal. Take that one to the bank because Jason's a good man. Next thing I want to tell you is we're going to Zoom this thing tonight on the same Zoom. Is it the same Zoom? It's this, Tom Chenault Zoom. We're going to Zoom the meeting tonight. And Scott Pardulis is going to do everything he can to present what we built with Dave Brisky, with Alex Tice, and present it to those people. I have no idea who the input that aren't ambassadors were for what might have slowed them down as far as why we're not getting this presentation. I will text Dave Brisky between here and 7 o'clock tonight to find out whose input has this thing roadblocked. And what we want to do is make darn sure that you people are having a presentation that you can take anywhere and lay out the longevity presentation without any confusion whatsoever. We'll find out if you have to call to get on that list. 7 o'clock Mountain Time, Tamara, yeah, 6 o'clock Pacific. To get on that list from the company is also critically important, and we'll find out if you get on that list for the cannabis products, for the CBD product or whatever it's called product. To get on that list, we'll find out if you have to sign in. Do we call them? Yeah, Carmen, I don't know. And we're going to find out for you for sure. So does anybody else have questions? Thanks for your input there on the sidebar, Mike Battistelli. I almost messed that up. Anybody else got anything that they want to talk about before we get out of here? Or can I do 5 minutes on 65 days in a wake up and what happened to me and the whole deal? You guys okay with that? If I just go ahead and go there, does somebody have a question? Anybody got their hand up, Mary Ann, that I missed?
If we get a ticket, if we get more than one ticket, how do we know which one to give? Did we get a number or something so we can give it away?
Are you asking about the convention tickets? Is that
yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. You have to email Johnny Taylor or Jay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got her stuff. Okay, cool.
Okay. And Dave Brisky said that in this platform of the app, it'll be very simple to transfer it over. I think if you go into the app, it'll have a list of the tickets that you have purchased, and it may have a way to flip it over to another ID number or a name. So let's just give them the chance to make that all happen. But that's what he mentioned at the beginning of this Zoom when he spoke.
That'd be wonderful if it's automated. Okay, you guys saw that I caved and started over 65 days in a wake up again after 53 days because I took 3 days off at the convention. And I thought hard about it, about not doing that, because obviously I invented it and I'm a professional network marketer. I'm watching the people that are leaving when we're talking about 65 days in a wake up, and it's hilarious. You guys, 2 interviews a day and 1 3-way call is how you're going to get rich in network marketing. You're going to get absolutely rich in it. And I was at the convention, and it was pretty funny because I talked to a bunch of people that did 65 days in a wake up, and they got through it. And then I said, well, and all of you hot shots go, well, how come you're not a 5-star? And every one of them said, well, it's because I didn't follow up on all my leads. And the reason they didn't follow up on their leads was when they first got in 65 days in a wake up, they didn't have anybody to talk to. They wanted to buy leads. So now they went through 65 days in a wake up, and now Peggy Gleason and Tamara, and I'm just going across my top line here, Dr. Lisa, and all these people now, Rock and Sandy, now you've got 130 names on your list, and you're overwhelmed with leads. And now your new problem is following up with all those people. And you're saying, oh, holy mackerel, I'd be okay if I just would have followed up. And so it became obvious to Adrian and I that now we've got to take you guys to another level, which is a new room called Follow Up, and learning how to use the contact mapping app where you're following up like stone cold killers, whereby you are absolutely able to take these people from interview, having the data, having it documented, having it in the app to follow up on, to go to the next level, which is follow up. Because follow up is 100% of the game. There's a woman, I didn't put her on this call. I don't think she's here. She's a woman yesterday. I don't even remember her name. I was just trying to pull it in the back of my mind. And the fact of the matter is she's coming into this program. I can't even remember her name. I interviewed her. She finally came back in and said, I thought you were going to call me. And somehow she flipped through the cracks. And that happens to all of us. There's a BOLES. There's somebody named Sherry BOLES that is a 2-star now underneath Lanny Sharp. She was a lead that called Tom Chenault and called Tom Chenault, spoke to Tom Chenault, called Tom Chenault, texted Tom Chenault, emailed Tom Chenault, left another message for Tom Chenault, finally said Tom Chenault's a jerk and called Lanny Sharp, enrolled and made 2-star. Why? Because I didn't follow up. That's that simple.
Did he freeze up?
Yeah.
All of us need to have follow-ups that are incredibly good. And we need to do it over and over and over again. So today, Tamara had a big lead come into her business. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. And she is excited and over the moon. She's almost as good as Ruby, this new person. Not anywhere close to as good as Ruby. But at the end of the day, she's all pumped up about Ruby and this other person. But what was so beautiful about it was she was also not going to jump off the roof if the guy didn't work out, because she's got so many people in her pipeline. It was not no, it was just no for now. And that's why all of you are in such great shape. And if I were to go talk to Dee Widener, however that is, or Pamela, or any one of these people, I know that now the issue isn't the interview. You have that down pat. The issue now is turning that interview into business, which is integrity on follow-up, which every one of you can do. You just have to decide to do it. So that's what's so exciting. And did I say Rosie or Ruby? I said Ruby. Did I say Rosie? Ruby, it's Rosie, right? No, you said Ruby. I said Rosie.
You said Ruby.
All right. I know what I said, and I know what you said, and I know you're right, and I know I defended it, because what are you going to believe? What your eyes saw and your ears heard, or what I said? That's just that simple. So I love you guys with all of my heart. And I hope this was a good call for you this week. Tonight, we're going to have 10. Look at little Emily. What is that? Was that winner, or is that I'm a loser? Was that a loser sign on me?
It's the heart. No, it's the heart. It's supposed to be a heart, but I don't have both
my God. I thought you were calling me a loser, and I was going to be all upset. Then I was going to have Noah's kid or Doug Coe's kid come back on and argue that point. So,
hey, Tom, don't
I
forget that Emily won that award for the Be the Change.
Who did?
Emily, right there.
Emily won something? Oh, I wasn't listening. What'd you win?
The award for the Be the Change Foundation.
What, the Longevity Nose Picker Award?
Yes. That's totally it.
Yeah.
What was it?
Be the Change
What
Foundation.
was it for?
The Be the Change Foundation.
What did you do to win it?
Oh. I was helping out animal shelters. I helped my grandma's animal shelter that she works at in Florida, and it was where I was from, so that meant a lot to my heart, because there was over 80 dogs and 20 cats, and goats, pigs, and horses, and all these other different animals that were left during Hurricane Irma and abandoned by their owners. So I helped them with treats, toys, food, cat food, dog food.
And we're going down next month to help out.
Yeah, and we're going down next month to help out.
Well, you may get the Nobel Prize before it's over. You be good. I'm not sure I want you doing all that. You got to monetize it. You got to figure out some way to make us more money. No, I'm kidding. That's awesome. I love your heart. You're the best kid in the world. I love you to death, Em. And, you know that, and that is so cool.
Love you
All
too,
right.
Tom.
All right. I love you. And my little buddy Sherry Bowles is in 65 and wake up, and she just said she's reloading too. Unbelievable, all us guys. So I love you guys. Follow up. I'll see you next week. Same time, same station. Every one of you need to register for convention. Every one of you need to buy as many tickets as you have bandwidth for. or buy as many tickets as you want with good legs. So if you buy 9 tickets, man, you threw your hat over the fence, and what are you going to do? You're going to go figure, here's Rosie and Tamara. Tamara buys 9 tickets. She's going to say, Rosie, you make one store. I'm giving you this ticket. Tamara's going to have all these tickets, and she's going to be going, you better get to work. So that's what's so cool about this. Throw your hat over the fence, and once it's over that fence, you got to climb that wall to go get it. So that's what we do. And follow-up is key. Go to the contactmappingapp.com or the Contact Mapping app. Watch a bunch of the stuff on follow-up because we have got it dialed in. I am the king of follow-up, and I have gotten 10 times better as a result of the app. So you guys, use the Youngevity app, use the Contact Mapping app, use this stuff. It will change your life. I love all of you, Rock Rice, Sandy, all of you. Shout out to Youngevity. I mean, everything's beautiful. Bob Dossman, I love you. Let's go to work. See y'all later. Good night. See you tomorrow.
That's cool. And he does
Love y'all. Remember to Zoom at 9 o'clock Eastern time tonight from Longmont. TomChinaultZoom.com.
Okay.
7 p.m. Mountain Time. All right. See you guys soon.